Hey everyone, welcome to my story time video. So today I'm going to tell you the story about when I got dumped. When this happened, I was about 13 years old. So in my past story times, I've used fake names so I wouldn't put the names out there. But in this story time, I'm not going to do that. Doesn't really matter. I haven't talked to this guy in a really long time. He doesn't watch my videos, doesn't know about him, whatever. His name is Luis. So that's what we're going to call him. So we were both in 7th grade when this happened. We both had double English, which was 6th and 7th period, and we both had each other for that class. And there was barely any kids in that class, so everybody knew each other. We were both in that class since the beginning, but we barely started talking at the very end of the year. So we started talking, whatever, we told each other we liked each other, he asked me out, and I was like, sure, whatever. A little bit of background about me being in that class. At the time, I guess I was going through this phase where I liked a bunch of color, like, you know, hippie stuff, like tie-dye, color, peace signs. I had the whole thing going. We had to wear uniforms at that school. They were dark uniforms, but I'd wear a lot of colorful bracelets, and my school supplies, there was just a bunch of different colors going on. So in the class, we always had a bunch of free time since everybody in that class had it. 6th period, we'd do all our work, and then 7th period was kind of a free period where we could just do whatever we want. So mostly everybody would just sit there and draw and color and whatever. So I had a bunch of colorful pens, and I'd just make like such big colorful drawings. And ever since then, people would either call me Rainbow or Hippie. But I mean, they're cool nicknames. I didn't care. It's actually pretty cool. So that was my nickname, Rainbow or Hippie. So me and this guy Luis are dating or whatever. We're dating for a few months. Then he starts showing signs that he doesn't like it when people call me that. And I'm just like, okay, well, it's my nickname. I have a bunch of colorful stuff. I make big colorful drawings. Why not? It's not offensive or anything. So fast forward a few months. This was during the summer now, the summer after 7th grade. I ended up in the hospital, and that's when he met my parents. He came to visit me in the hospital. He met my mom, and then later on we told my dad. A few months after that, it's 8th grade now. We're still together. Again, that year we had English 6th and 7th period. So same thing. A bunch of colors, people call me Rainbow Hippie. And he'd get mad and come up to me saying, I don't like it when they call you Hippie. I don't like it when they call you Rainbow. And I'm just like, dude, chill. They're just nicknames. But he'd get mad. I don't know what his problem was. And this wasn't even a big thing that was going around school or anything. It was just 6th and 7th period. And it wasn't even a big deal. They would just occasionally call me that. So then one day he came up to me, he said, you're not allowed to like any of these colors. If you want to be my girlfriend, you can't like so many colors. And I was like, excuse me, what? Excuse me, what?
Excuse me, what?
He had his younger sister call me on the phone, and I was like, hello? She was like, hey Jasmine, I'm Luis's sister. He told me about your whole color thing, which wasn't even a big deal. You're not allowed to like a bunch of colors. I kind of see where he's coming from. And I was like, dude, they're just colors. Then I swear to you, she said, no, you should only like 2 different colors or something like that. But I was being nice. I was like, okay, you know what, whatever. I'll talk to you later. Bye. So fast forward a few weeks after that, we were at lunch, and this is where it goes down. By this time, I was already 13. He was still 12, but I was 13. That's why I said in the beginning that I got dumped when I was 13. So we're at lunch and whatever, everything's all good, and then the bell rings to go to our next class. So he got up and walked away, and I'm like, wait. He usually walks me to class, so where's he going? So then I caught up to him and I was like, where are you going? Because I knew that something was wrong. And so he was like, I don't know if I could do this anymore. And I was like, do what? He was like, I don't know if I could be your boyfriend anymore. It's too embarrassing that people call you that. And I'm like, what do you mean embarrassing? Like, how the hell is that embarrassing? Not even, it wasn't even the school. It was just 2 periods, the exact same people calling me that. Not a big deal. He kept telling me, I don't know if I can do it. It's too embarrassing. They call you Rainbow. They call you Hippie. I don't know if I could do it. And I'm like, so what? Like, are you breaking up with me? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, what do you mean you're gonna break up with me? Like, okay, like literally, I got dumped because I like color. Like, you know, like colors. Color. Does this make any sense to you? Anyways, he walks to class and he was like, I'll talk to you later. I'm just like, okay. And I didn't see him like after school or anything, so I was like, okay, he's gonna call me back like once he gets home or something. So I get home and his little sister called me. And she was like, Luis doesn't want to talk to you anymore. You guys aren't together. And I was like, dude, I know that. That's ridiculous. He broke up with me because I like color. Like, I tell people this story and it's just funny. Like, I didn't even cry because he dumped me. Like, that's just funny. A few days after he dumped me, I passed by his parents on the way home from school, and they stopped me and they're like, hey, why did you and Luis break up? And as they were talking to me and asking these questions, I turned around and he was like walking towards his parents. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to talk about it. Let him tell you. And I went home because I don't want to have to deal with him. I mean, during our relationship, he did some pretty embarrassing things in public, but I would never dump him because of that. Honestly, I just think that was really crazy, really dumb, but it's actually pretty funny. But I'm glad that that relationship ended. I would never be able to go out with another guy like that. I guess moral of the story is don't change for a guy. Someday you'll find someone that loves you for you. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and always remember to stay jazzy. Peace.